Look how good this looks. You can get down in there. Look how good this is going to be. Thank you to Chef Daddy. We appreciate it. I also made us a loaf of bread in the bread maker. Oh look, that means I get extra. Similar to my creek, really.
I would imagine so.
What's in it?
There's a bunch of them. I was looking at them
It's
the
a
other day.
beech tree.
That's impressive.
Really big one.
Beech trees take a long time to get that big. They don't grow.
They're great firewood too.
They are.
It's awesome. There's some mushrooms. You should eat them, Donna. And in 30 minutes, they'll know if they're poisonous.
Some what? Mushrooms. I have my mushrooms.
There's some deer right up on the hillside here. Maybe 100 yards from that doe, not far. They're pretty friendly. They don't really run away. Isn't that just a beautiful view there of the hillside? Gorgeous home. Nice heart-shaped rock. These are hard to find. Katie has ordered some vintage furniture, and it came. Where did it come from?
It comes from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. What site did you get it off of?
eBay.
eBay is a fine thing, folks. We love eBay. This is looking pretty cool so far. Those are the legs. All right. Well, look how cool this thing is. room. This thing is cool to work on the feet. I got one screwed in tighter than the other. But anyway, that's the gist of it. Pretty neat. This is the next piece of furniture. Another cool looking little table.
Where'd I be going from the other end?
Had to fit it in the right one because they're angled. Oh my gosh, this kind of reminds me of a shopping cart. With like a little toy one for kids. Comment if you see this the shape of a little shopping cart like I do. It's really cool. Now look how sweet that is. Again, I got one of the feet tighter than the other. That's okay. It's really sweet. I like that top. It's pretty.
She's laminate.
But it's cool. Be an awesome side table. And then that part underneath, you can store stuff in there too. You can put books or
I like it a lot.
anything like that. Of course, my mind goes directly to books, but cool.
On this side. I forgot what I'm supposed to.
So Katie has got a storage unit, and we are going to put something in. I kind of feel like I'm on an NCIS episode, because they do the storage units a lot. Oh. Welcome to Katie's storage unit. Those are the pieces of furniture you've seen earlier in the video.
Yep.
And then this awesome thing came actually from a family friend, and it's a wood carving. As you can see, I mean, it's on a big old piece of wood here, but it's a wood carving by some of the same Brasstown carvers that Katie loves. So that was pretty awesome to get.
Yes, and we will cover it up. I am going to open this box of rocks with my handy dandy jeweler shears. I think I can just cut the top off and pour what's in there out like this.
These are rocks that our friends from out west sent us. You probably know who you are if you're watching this, so
Yes,
thank you
thank
for
you.
that. We're gonna open them up and see what they're like. I just got done making some soap. I'm leaving it out for just a minute.
That's really interesting.
Because I want it to get harder, because I take a spoon and kind of drag it through, and that's how I make the indentions on the top.
I think this one will be really interesting because it looks boring, like it looks like there's not a lot there, but this is almost like it's not flint, but it's kind of like a flint-like material, and there'll probably be some pretty cool color and pattern in there.
It's pretty.
I'd imagine also the moss is cool. This is kind of the same thing. We'll see. I think there'll probably be something interesting in there too. And this kind of material is pretty hard, so it should take a pretty high polish. There's some really interesting stuff in here. This is deceivingly light for its size. I think that would probably end up being pretty cool. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I think my favorite thing to do, probably, don't get me wrong, I love the agates and I love the pretty colorful stuff that everybody knows about and everybody cuts. But one of the funnest things to do is have somebody like a friend or someone like this that we know pick up rocks in their area or their backyard and send them to me, because it's a really local material and it's kind of my way of understanding the landscape and the geography of the area, of my area and of the country, because you don't know what you're going to get when you cut this random rock. This was picked up in somebody's yard, and you never know. This could be a one-time thing. There could be more of this material. So it's kind of more like a wild goose chase, or like a wild Easter egg hunt with this kind of just random, like localized material. And it's really fun because of that. So
This is Olive's first bath. I wish we didn't have to do it for her sake. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's alright. Oh, you gotta stay in. You gotta stay in. You want a toy? You getting all wet, baby?
You getting all slickety?
Bless your little heart. Got all the soap on, and now we're having to wash it off. Bless your little heart.
She's doing real good though.
Yeah, she's pretty chill. We gotta get her clean so and dry her. And we gotta get the little baby dried off. I think we should try to stick her in front of the heater if she'll sit there. That'll dry her pretty quick.
I know.
If you sit in front of the heater, you get dry. You get dry, little girl. I think she likes the heat. She just doesn't know what to think of it. Yeah?
That's right.
Olive. This is Olive's favorite place to walk, is over in here by the garden. And she loves to eat the leaves, acorns, seeds, anything. And I have to constantly say, get that out of your mouth. She's really fun though, and it's nice to get to go outside like every hour and walk. See, she just picked that right up. That's longer than you. Where are you gonna take that? Where are you gonna take that? And she bites the lead. No, don't bite that. Don't bite that. And she bites at her harness, and she bites everything. Give me that. Austin got this for me for Valentine's Day. It's one of those wool-rich shirts that I wear in the other video that I've joked about wearing that shirt. And he found me, actually I found him this if I'm completely honest about it, and I sent it to him for Valentine's Day. But it's that same style of shirt, and this vest, as you can probably see, is two-sided. You know, it's got the wool on the outside and then got just the red. Well, I mean, it can be on either way. So that is awesome. It fits really good, and whoever had it kept it super nice. And then this one, which you've already seen by now because I've worn it in some videos, it's the same shirt, just different colors. These things are so comfortable, and they are seriously warm. I don't really know how old they are. I'm imagining maybe they're from the 80s. But whoever had them must have just stuck them in their closet and not hardly wore them. I found this one on eBay and got it bought and shipped for like 30 bucks. I think that's pretty cool because a lot of the vintage clothes, especially the ones that are wool, are super expensive. And it's hard to reason paying 70 or 80 bucks for a shirt that's from the 80s. You know, even though it's really nice and well made, but I'm pretty excited about these. Today I am pouring these essential oils into these glass bottles. So this company, that's my alarm to let Olive out. This company and lots of other companies ship them in these aluminum bottles because they're obviously less likely to break than glass, but they keep better in glass instead of aluminum. So I'm gonna open these and pour these. It's likely to make a mess, but I got my tub here, I got my funnels. So I also learned a trick because these things are incredibly difficult to open. But if you have a nice pair of somewhat sharp scissors, if you ever can just get it in there and get it started,
You can hack your finger off.
no.
If you have a pair of sharp scissors, you can hurt yourself by accident.
This
There
whole
you go.
thing has to come off. So this is lemon. So what I'm gonna do, I've already got these labeled. If you see lemon, Katie, tell me. On here, what was on here, so that way I know what this is. And I've got the purchase date and the bottle date, because what will happen is when I use up most of this and I buy more, I want to know kind of the older stuff, how old it is sitting in the bottom of this, because you know, you don't want to be using essential oils like a billion years later.
That's true.
Not that I'm gonna do that. I got these funnels from Walmart, except these automotive funnels come from Target, and I really don't think I'm gonna need them, but I just bought them anyway. I thought they might be good for something, I don't know. And I partially bought them too because I want to have that many, because once you've poured one, you can't just dip it into the next one. You don't
You're gonna have to wash it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wash it, and it's gonna be a pain in the butt if I have to go upstairs, if I only have one funnel, and go upstairs every time. Perfect. So these aluminum bottles are 33.3 ounces, and these glass ones are 40. So I'm try to get every last drop out of it. Get out one of my lids, and I don't know if that really closed very well or not. It's kind of hard to fill with these gloves. And there we go. That's pretty awesome. really nice. I like that. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to go. How many funnels do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, I may have enough to not have to wash. So we'll do one more just for the heck of it. And then we won't make you watch this anymore. And you can go on to the next part of the video. I know it's gonna smell kind of woodsy. All right, now come on. Sometimes these little things will, there you go. I can't smell much over the lemon that we just poured. Oh.
What's it smell like?
Hard to explain, really.
Can I smell it?
Mm-hmm.
I want to make the viewers smell it.
I wish you could smell it. And that's kind of what it said, that it was earthy, but also kind of sweet, and that's why I was interested in it. It's ever so slightly thick compared to the lemon.
It is, and it's not got as much of a color to it. It's interesting.
It'll have all kinds of basically scent profiles, oil profiles, and everything is categorized in different things. So you've got mint, which is obviously peppermint, spearmint, things like that, and then you've got things that are considered floral, you've got things that are considered woodsy, citrusy. What are some of the other ones? Those are just the main ones that I can think of at the moment. But you just got things that are categorized in all those. So if you're looking for something woodsy,
then you can check that chart and see what your options are.
yeah, then you can check the chart and see what your options are, and then you have to ask yourself what you're going to do with it. If you're going to make soap with it, you're going to make products with it, you have to get something that's cost effective. So people often ask me, well, what about sandalwood? Do you use sandalwood? And I don't, because it is outrageously expensive. I love the smell of it, but it is crazy expensive no matter which company you buy it from. And then there would be no way to turn a profit. And it's not all about turning a profit, but it would be hard to even reason, spending several $100 or $1,000 on this quantity of oil. Because that's part of it too, when you talk about being cost effective, is it is more cost effective to buy oil in large quantities. So these are like 33.3 ounces a piece. You know, if you had like a soap making business to where that's all you did, some people might buy them by the drum.
That's awesome.
Like buy a drum that's tall, and then they might cost $2,000 a piece. But you know, if you're that kind of big operation, you can do that. I've got a few more, and I'm gonna finish these up. Look what I see, folks. It's kind of getting further away there, but I'm walking Olive, and I look up, and up there is a big old hawk flying. Wow. Yeah. No. Come here. Come here. We won't eat the seed. No. No. It's up there. They're so pretty. I don't really recall seeing one in our yard before. I mean, I know they're here, but... One more thing before we end this video. I'm actually taking Olive for a walk, and I've got on my apron because I have been making some soap this morning. Katie and I are going to do another Q&A video on March 5th. So I made a post on the community tab that says Q&A for anyone to drop questions, any kind of questions you would like to see us answer in that video. So you can go back and find that post, drop some questions, and if you will, try to keep it on that post because we want to keep all the questions in one spot. That'll be easier for us when we go through them to answer them. So leave us a question there. We look forward to that video, and we will see you later.